What's going on, guys? Joe and Gio back again, episode 4. And on this episode, we're going to discuss gratitude and the impact of it on our lives in regard to the art of living. So, gratitude isn't just about saying thank you for something nice that happens to you that's unexpected. It's a mindset, it's a way of seeing the world with appreciation, even in challenging times. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is gratitude and why is it important? So, gratitude is a practice of acknowledging and appreciating the good things in our lives, both big and small, right? It's about recognizing the source of goodness and feeling thankful for them. So it's really just being able to look at things through a different perspective, despite whatever your external circumstance is. Um, that's my definition of gratitude. And Gio, this is one of his favorite topics, so I'm going to pass it over to him so that we can touch more on that.
Gratitude is everything, man. Gratitude is the way I feel about gratitude is what I like to tell people is that gratitude is not just being thankful for things or expressing gratitude. I say practice because practicing gratitude is action. So I always use this example. I always see people on Instagram taking pictures of themselves at a beach on vacation at the bar and they caption it, I'm grateful, I'm blessed. And they think they're grateful for just that one moment that they're in a high frequency. And I don't say that that's a false sense of gratitude, but it's more so it's more so that that's the easy thing to do. Anybody can do it. But a person's true test of gratitude is when they're at the bottom, when they're facing adversity, when they feel like life is kicking them while they're down and they can't get up. If you can find something to be grateful for, even if it's the littlest thing in that moment, that's what defines whether you're a truly grateful individual.
I love that, man. And that's so true. People think that because they say, "Oh, thank God," "Oh, I'm so grateful for X, Y, or Z," or "I'm really lucky and fortunate to have X, Y, or Z," or "I'm really happy for the situation." When we're going through something positive, when life is going our way, it's very easy to be grateful. It's very easy to have a mindset and a mentality that feels fortunate and operates from a position of abundance rather than a position of scarcity. So when everything is going our way, of course, I mean, who wouldn't be grateful? Who wouldn't feel elated or happy or on top of the world, right? But just like as you said, man, there are many different ways to cultivate gratitude, and the key is to find practices that resonate with you personally. Me personally, man, the way that I uh, cultivate gratitude and share it with the world, because you can't pour from an empty pitcher. So you yourself have to be grateful to then share with other people. Me personally, I call up a buddy, I call up someone, I tell people. I do it to you. I do it to my family. My aunt literally was just here at my place about 10, 15 minutes ago. And I told her how much I love her, how much I care about her, how she's my second favorite woman in my life. Mother's Day is coming up soon. So I wanted to remind her of how grateful I am for her being in my life. So I literally tell people, hey, man, or hey, sunshine, or whoever it is, hey, mom, hey, aunt, I really am super thankful for you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you do for me because no one is forcing you to do that for me. I literally said it to my mom the other day. I got a move coming up in the next 2 weeks, and I told her, Mom, thank you for always being by my side. Although, you're not physically here, I super appreciate you always standing by my side through everything I've gone in life, all the moves I've made, all the big changes all my enterprises and things that I've embarked on, always being there to support me, being my right hand woman, and always being there to love me unconditionally, no matter the success or the failure that comes along with it. So that's how I practice gratitude. I tell people exactly what it is, and I show them too with my actions whenever that is an opportunity or whenever that's possible.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Like gratitude, again, it's easy for us to say when we're experiencing positive emotions, it's easy to be grateful then, but try finding something to be grateful for when you're facing hardship. That shows whether or not you're a truly grateful individual. Like I always tell people, I always use personal examples. Like try saying this, this challenge is if you're going through adversity, this challenge may suck, but I'm grateful that I'm facing it because if it's presented to me, then that means I'm capable of overcoming it, or I'm grateful because this challenge compared to someone else's is cake work. It's nothing, you know? Like it's that's where gratitude ties into perspective as well. You know, there's always something that we could be grateful for. Again, gratitude and perspective like are like a peanut butter jelly combo, man. They go hand in hand. For me personally, again, for those that don't know, I'm a bartender by trade. I work in restaurants, so it's a given. I work every holiday. That's something that used to bum me out and used to like get me down all the time. But you know, at this stage of my life, I've learned to be grateful because I have a job. I'm grateful that I may not be celebrating Mother's Day's coming up. I'm not gonna see my mom on Mother's Day because I'll be working, but I'm grateful that she'll be with my brothers and my other family celebrating. You know, my mom is still here with me. Thank God. I have a job that I can put food on my table. You know, I am so again I'm a bartender. I work in restaurants, so people are coming to celebrate in my environment. I get to be the reason that they smile a little extra. You know, through my service and through my service to them.
I love that, man. You know, it's amazing how these small actions can have such a significant effect on our well-being.
For sure, man. Again, actions. Through my actions as someone who works in restaurants, as a bartender, as a server, you know, I take pride in my work because I don't tell myself, people always say, like, in my personal experience as through my trade as a bartender, people say, oh, don't you hate that you have to deal with people? And I say, that's your perspective. I don't have to deal with people. I get to take care of people, you know? And that's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I get to view it through that lens. I'm grateful for that perspective. And I'm grateful for everything that I get to do, man, even in the adversity that I face. You know, I'm grateful because I'm a man of faith. So I believe that if I'm facing adversity, God gave it to me because He knows I can overcome it, that I have the strength to endure it.
That's an amazing way to look at it, man. That's incredibly inspiring, you know, and it's clear that gratitude is a powerful tool for personal growth and happiness. Not just that, but also personal development, you know, making the decision and being able to look at something from a different side of the coin, from a different perspective, because you yourself understand that you're capable of cultivating something that maybe your external situation is not providing you. So you said it yourself best. When we go through a difficult situation, when we go through adversity, it can be absolutely not the easiest thing in the world to feel grateful for going through a difficult or challenging situation, man. You know, um, personally, me, I'm someone that embraces adversity. I love a challenge. People that have worked with me too, man. When I was in the U.S., when I was working when I was working in tech, when I was working a little corporate job, I was always the first one to jump into adversity, into a problem, into an escalated situation because I just wanted to fail fast, to learn fast. So I always looked for the hard way. I never looked for the easy way. I was telling my best buddy the other day, you know, my whole life, I've always enjoyed being out of my comfort zone. I've always been comfortable being uncomfortable, and that ties into adversity. I love it. I love it because it forces you to grow. And being grateful that you can grow, that you're able to have that type of mentality to not shy away from a challenge or adversity, that in itself is a blessing. So that's my approach to that. People sometimes it's difficult to look at things from the other side of the coin from a different perspective. But once you mature enough and you develop yourself enough as a human being, then you can really, you know, adopt that mentality of gratitude, which is a mindset. It's not something you just say or do. I mean, it's a mindset. It's a perspective that you have to really adopt.
I think that's a cheat code, man, because I think it's a cheat code just because being grateful for adversity is it's a hack in itself, you know? Adversity is inevitable. I always tell people that as a mindset coach, I always tell people I'm not going to help you feel happy or positive all the time. There's going to be adversity and it's going to hit you. It's going to beat you and you're not going to want to get up. But when you're grateful because you know that adversity is coming, you're already ahead of the game. You're like, yeah, let's go. I got this, you know? So you're already like 10 steps ahead of the competition because you're ready for it. And above all else, like you're grateful that it's present.
100%, man. And I love that. And that's the truth, right? Adversity will always exist. Your problems will always exist. Problems will always exist in life. Your problems will never go away. So change your problems for better problems.
Absolutely, man. It's always moving the trajectory forward, being grateful for all the challenges that you've overcome and being grateful for the challenges that are presented to you. Because again, I feel that if a challenge is being presented to you, it's being presented because you're able to overcome it, and also for you to show others that it could be overcome as well.
100%, man, and it's our responsibility to be able to overcome those challenges. It's our responsibility to show gratitude to the people that we love that, yeah, it is possible to, when your back is up against the wall, to get yourself out of a tight spot, to get yourself out of an adverse situation. It's our responsibility because, like I mentioned in the previous episode, love is an action, love is a verb, gratitude is a verb, gratitude is an action that you do, that you partake in. And the best way to show gratitude to the people that you love and the people that you're grateful for in your life is to show them that they're capable of more than what they think they are.
I love that, man, for sure. Being a leader to your people, showing them that it's possible to overcome what you're going through, what they're going through, and by above all else, as always, actions over words, moves over announcements.
Actions over words. Don't fucking tell me, show me, motherfucker. That's it.
Always, man. Love it.